guys, it's Derek from the Olive Oil Co. If you haven't been following our social media, you may not know we do have some new oils in our store. We actually have a beautiful thyme olive oil that is thyme crushed with the olives, and Veronica Foods took a lot of time. I'm going to be using thyme jokes a fair bit. We all know I'm not below dad jokes. But basically this is a beautiful herbaceous olive oil, and we're going to be using this with what's in season, some cherries, and we always love a good chicken recipe. So now it's time for cherry chicken. Of course, now it's time to go over the products we're using for this video. I'm just going to be using thyme jokes through this whole thing. You obviously will need the thyme olive oil and our black cherry dark balsamic. This is actually slowly becoming a fan favorite. Just the beautiful sweetness and richness of the cherry balsamic is amazing. So we are going to get our marinade ready. We are using some beautiful leg and thighs from Niku Farms. If you haven't checked out Niku Farms yet, you can always click the link down below, and when you go to their website, you will get $30 off your first and second order, and don't forget you're getting free shipping with every order. You're getting fresh, local Ontario organic farm, pasture-raised chicken, or if you're getting beef or lamb or anything like that, you are getting the best of the best in Ontario. So please go check out Niku. But now we're going to, again, get to our marinade. So for the marinade, we are starting with our black cherry balsamic right here in our little measuring cup. We have a 1/4 cup plus a tablespoon in here. We are going to add 2 tablespoons of our thyme olive oil to this. Again, the full recipe for this will be on our website. That's pretty close to a tablespoon there, so we got that. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of minced garlic to this. So I'm just going to get this in here. And then for salt and pepper, we've got 1/2 teaspoon of each, so I'm just going to throw that in there. And you want to whisk that up. So you want to get out a bag, get your chicken into the bag. We're just going to pour our marinade in here. And make sure you seal it up well. And then you should know how to do the rest. Just make sure you cover your chicken entirely with the marinade. Now you can let this marinate for 2 hours up to 8 hours. So we're just going to throw this in the fridge for a few hours. When you are about ready to cook your chicken, you want to take it out of the fridge, let it sit for about 10 minutes or so. Get it on a plate with some paper towel and take some more paper towel and just blot it dry, because we don't want the balsamic to burn when we go to brown our chicken. So let's head over to our cast iron pan now. On your stovetop, you want to set this to about medium high. We are using the Corotina extra virgin olive oil. There's no more of this left at the store, but we like to use it when we do our cooking. We're just going to put a couple tablespoons in here and let this warm up. We are also using a cast iron pan because we will be baking this after we've browned our chicken. Alright, so our oil is to temperature, so we're just going to drop our chicken in here. We're going to brown these, just kind of keep an eye on them for 3 to 5 minutes. Alright, so we did about 4 minutes for the first side, so we're just going to flip these over. Get the other side nice and browned. And just do the same. We're going to do about 3 to 5 minutes and keep an eye on these. As you can see, these are browned on both sides, so we're just going to take them out of the pan for now. Rest for just a little bit, and we are going to just take some paper towel and just kind of wipe up some of the juices here. You don't want it too wet when we make the sauce. Alright, so first thing we are throwing in here is our minced garlic. You might want to turn your cast iron pan heat down a little bit at this point, but we're just going to Get this around the pan. Basically want it to turn aromatic. At this point we are adding 1 tablespoon of our thyme olive oil. We're adding 2 tablespoons of our black cherry balsamic. You just want to get that around the pan. Ooh, smells are coming out nicely. At this point you can add your wine. You will need a dry white wine, so we need a 1/4 cup. I'm just going to do this twice. One there. And you want to make sure you combine this well. Let the sugars burn off. And then at this point you can add in your frozen cherries. Pop these in here. These are de-pitted. You don't want the pits in your olives because cherries. These are not olives. These are cherries. You do not want the pits in your cherries because it literally is the pits. So the one thing you can do too is you can kind of take your spatula and just kind of, don't break the cherries too much, but just kind of squish them down a little bit so they can release some of their moisture. Just going to do another little mix here, and then what I'm going to do, just going to make a couple little pockets for our chicken. We're going to bring the chicken back into the pan. I'm just going to put this one right here. Some cherries around that. Take our other one. Put it right about there. So just going to do a little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper on top. Now at this point you are going to put it in the oven. And you'll be baking for an hour. You want to keep an eye on this in about an hour. While we're waiting for our chicken, we're just going to get a couple of our sides prepped. So I've got some asparagus right here that we got recently, and I've already salted them. What we love to put with our asparagus though, is we like to do a little bit of lemon oil right on top. And then essentially we're just going to mix these up and let them sit in the lemon oil, and it just gives a beautiful fresh and brightness to these asparagus. When we opened our oven door, this made our kitchen smell amazing. The sweetness with the savory. Look at that glistening sauce on that chicken right there. It's absolutely lovely. Let's take a bite from the thigh back here. On those cherries. So nice together. You know, the first time we made this recipe, felt like it was missing something, but that thyme oil just sends it right perfectly over the top. This is amazing, guys. I hope you liked this video and this recipe. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, because there's always time to do that. And I think that's my last thyme joke, but we'll see you guys next time. Thyme. Oil coat, and you know what? I don't know why I started like that. Let me try that again. And for the chicken, we are also using a cast iron pan. What?
I can only see your reflection in the oil.
Oh. We are also using... again, if you haven't checked out Niku Farms yet, if you